Hey everybody, Dom here. Today, I'd like to talk about Team Fortress 2's utility maps. In Team Fortress 2's game files, there are hidden maps that are not meant for normal gameplay. These maps serve specific purposes such as aiding in developer work and testing things within the game. They're used by Valve and the community alike to improve Team Fortress 2. So, what are the utility maps and what do they do? Here's a quick rundown. Item test. Item test is a small simple map made from a section of Blue Spawn Room on CP Gorge. The map was added December 2010 during the Australian Christmas update. In its original incarnation, it had a main room and a hallway, but has since been updated to improve usability and add hidden rooms. The purpose of item test is to test cosmetics, paints, and particle effects. Before it was part of the game, testing items required replacing game files for custom files, and it was a longer and more tedious process. Items are tested by being placed on bots that spawn scattered throughout the main room. The map was added to the game alongside the console command, itemtest. This command brings up a user interface where bots can be spawned in and equipped with cosmetics. From this interface, custom configurations can be saved and loaded. The interface also has controls for manipulating bot behavior. Controls such as telling bots to crouch, fire their weapons, things like that. Besides itemtest, another command was added called itemtest_bot controls. This command functions as a quick way to bring up only the bot controls found in the itemtest interface. The last thing to note is the itemtest and the itemtest_bot controls commands aren't dependent on this map. They can be used on other maps. MVM Example. MVM Example was released August 2012 during the Man vs. Machine update. It's a small, fully functional Man vs. Machine map with developer textures on the walls. The purpose of the map is to be used as an example of a Man vs. Machine map. It's intended to be used by map makers and people interested in making their own Man vs. Machine missions. The map's only available to people who have Source SDK installed. It also requires manually moving the files into Team Fortress 2's directories. For these reasons, not everyone has this map. MVM Example comes with a navigational mesh, a mission in the form of a pop file, and a VMF file. The VMF file is basically the raw map before compiling. It can be viewed within Hammer World Editor. Valve placed notes throughout the map to explain how everything works and what function everything has. The pop file included is formatted in such a way to showcase most things possible. It contains comments to explain how things work so people can make their own MVM missions. Background 01. Orange Box games like Half-Life 2 and Portal have animated main menus. The way they accomplish this is by loading up a simple basic map when the game is launched. These maps work like dioramas and exist behind the main menu's user interface. They usually have a fixed camera and showcase a small portion of the game. The computer version of Team Fortress 2 doesn't have an animated main menu background and thus doesn't use this feature. The Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version of Team Fortress 2 do use this feature. When these versions of the game launch, they load the map Background 01 in the background. Besides just looking nice as the main menu background, the map has a secondary function on consoles. It works as a way to preload many of the commonly used assets of the game to improve load times. Behind the camera where no one would see are some of these assets. There are props, player models, and weapons. There are also errors. These errors exist because Team Fortress 2 used to use W models and V models, but has since switched to C models for both, and its map was never updated to go along with this change. It's still possible to use Background 01 for its intended use on the computer. By using the console command, map_background space background 01, the game will load up the map as a main menu background. CP Cloak. The map is a big room with windows that showcase the 9 classes in a void. It has 2 spawn rooms and a control point in the middle. A team that captures the control point wins the round. The map is poorly made. It has bad lighting, off-grid geometry, a leak, a conjoined skybox, it's lacking respawn room functionality, and overall, it's barely functional. CP Cloak was added to the game when Team Fortress 2 had its file system updated to the Steam Pipe system in May 2013. The map was added alongside the map Background 01. Since it was added in conjunction with Valve overhauling the way their file distribution works, it isn't clear if the map was added intentionally. The exact purpose of CP Cloak is unknown, but from what's known, it's possible to speculate what functions it served. The map was probably a general-purpose test map. The use of huge class faces suggests the testing of facial animations. The lighting, decals, and single control point game mode could have also been tested. Lastly, the name of the map suggests its purpose is to test the spy's cloaking functionality. Since the map was added alongside Background 01, and that map existed before the game launched, it could be CP Cloak is also old enough for such a thing to be tested. Due to the map being mysterious, weird, and having no ambient sounds, the Team Fortress 2 community interprets the map as being creepy. The map is equated to being like a creepypasta. It could also exist as a red herring, or a joke on Valve's part towards data miners. Training mode was added to Team Fortress 2 June 2010 during the Mac update. With it came the addition of 2 new maps, TR Target and TR Dust Bowl. TR Target. This map is a small warehouse with an open space in the center that connects to small hallways. Like item test, the The map is made from an existing location, Blue Team's first spawn room on payload Thunder Mountain. Technically, TR Target existed before Thunder Mountain was released, so which map is copying which is debatable. The purpose of TR Target is it houses Team Fortress 2's basic training tutorials. Tutorials consist of selecting a class, loading into TR Target, and completing all instruction prompts on screen. Originally, the map only supported basic soldier training, but has since been updated to support more classes. TR Dust Bowl. TR Dust Bowl is another tutorial map. It's essentially CP Dust Bowl, but with modifications. The map works like a mini single-player campaign, where bots play the roles of teammates and enemies. Players are walked through the 3 stages of Dust Bowl, with scripted events, and it's impossible to lose because there's no time limits. And that just about sums up everything noteworthy about utility maps in Team Fortress 2. They exist to help developers, they exist as a remnant of the past, and they exist as tutorials. Thanks for watching! Like if you enjoyed or learned something new, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Au revoir!